Imagine having hair that's so strong and resilient, the whole idea of a split end feels like a fairy tale. For ages, many of us have been mesmerized by Japanese hair. It's often this river of liquid shine, impossibly long, and just seems immune to the kind of damage we deal with every day. We see it and can't help but wonder, is it just good genes? Is there something in the water? Or is it a secret that the rest of us can get in on? Well, the answer isn't some magic product or winning the genetic lottery. It's a philosophy. It's a holistic way of looking at hair care that's as much about self-respect as it is about looking good. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on these time-tested techniques, passed down through centuries. From the starchy, nutrient-rich water from rinsed rice to the golden oil of the tsubaki flower, these aren't just ingredients. They're traditions. So stick around, because we're not just going to tell you why Japanese hair is so famously strong. We're going to show you how to build that same incredible strength into your own hair, starting now. 1. The modern hair crisis. Why our hair is so damaged. Before we dive into the calm world of Japanese hair care, let's just be real for a second about the chaos our own hair goes through. We live in an era of constant transformation. We bleach it, dye it, and blast it with heat. We scrape it back into tight ponytails, expose it to pollution, and on top of all that, stress might be keeping our bodies from getting the nutrients needed to build strong hair from the inside out. The result? A non-stop cycle of hair damage. Our bathroom cabinets are often just graveyards of broken promises, right? Products packed with harsh sulfates that strip our hair of its natural protective oils, leaving it brittle and totally vulnerable. Then there are the conditioners loaded with silicones that give you that temporary, slippery feeling of health, while actually blocking real moisture from getting into the hair shaft. We're always in damage control mode, looking for a quick fix for problems created by our own fast-paced, high-heat routines. We see a split end, and we grab a serum to try and glue it back together. We see frizz, and we flatten it into submission with tools that are literally searing hot. This is a reactive approach. It's a short-term game that our hair is pretty much guaranteed to lose. Breakage, thinning, dullness, and a texture that feels more like straw than silk. These aren't just hair problems. They're symptoms that we've lost touch with the gentle, preventative care our hair is begging for. The idea of having hair that doesn't just grow, but actually thrives with its own strength and shine can feel out of reach. But it's not. It just takes a shift in perspective, moving from a mindset of fixing to one of nurturing. And that right there is the first secret of the Japanese hair care philosophy. 2. The secret unveiled. A holistic philosophy of nurturing. The real difference in the Japanese approach isn't a single product, but a cultural mindset. In Japan, hair care isn't a chore. It's a practice, a mindful ritual steeped in tradition. It's the idea that beautiful hair is a direct reflection of your inner health and a balanced, respectful approach to your own body. This philosophy is all about respecting nature and believing in prevention over cure. For centuries, hair has had deep symbolic meaning in Japanese culture, representing everything from beauty and social standing to a person's life force. Think about the flawless, structured hairstyles of geishas or the powerful top knots of samurai. These weren't created with harsh chemicals, but through meticulous, gentle care meant to preserve the hair's natural strength. This deep respect for hair led to practices that work with the hair's natural structure, not against it. This whole philosophy really boils down to 3 core ideas that we're going to break down. First, time-tested foundational ingredients. This is all about using the powerful, scientifically backed goodness of nature. We're talking about ingredients that have been used for centuries, not because they're trendy, but because they just flat out work. Ingredients like rice water and camellia oil are the superstars here. Second, the art of the ritual. This pillar is less about what you use and more about how you use it. Japanese hair care is all about its mindful, gentle techniques. Every single step, from combing to washing to drying, is done with care to minimize stress on the hair. It's about turning a routine into a relaxing ceremony. And third, the scalp-first mentality. This is probably the biggest game changer and the principle most often missed in Western hair care. The Japanese philosophy treats the scalp like an extension of your face, knowing that a healthy, nourished foundation is the only way to grow strong, beautiful hair. It's like being a gardener. You don't just spritz the flowers. You have to take care of the soil. By understanding these three pillars, we can start to move away from that endless cycle of damage and repair, and into a world of long-term hair health and strength. Pillar 1. The power of time-tested ingredients. The power of time-tested ingredients. The heart of Japanese hair care is found in nature's pharmacy. These aren't ingredients that were cooked up in a lab last year. They're legacies, passed down for generations, and their effectiveness has been proven over and over again. Let's look at the two most celebrated ingredients that build hair resilience. First, the humble powerhouse, rice water, or yusuru. Long before it went viral on social media, rice water was a treasured beauty secret in Asia. Court ladies during Japan's Heian period, from the 8th to the 12th centuries, were famous for their floor-length hair, which they kept healthy and shiny by combing it with rice water. This tradition is famously carried on by the Red Yao women of Huanglo Village in China, who are in the Guinness World Records for their incredibly long, healthy hair. For them, long hair is a symbol of a long and prosperous life, and they attribute their hair's strength and dark color, even into their 80s, to their rice water rituals, alongside their genetics and lifestyle. So, what's the science here? Rice water is loaded with nutrients. It's packed with amino acids, the building blocks of the protein keratin, which is what our hair is made of. It also has a ton of B vitamins, vitamin E, and minerals. But its hero ingredient is a carbohydrate called inositol. Studies have suggested that inositol can penetrate damaged hair and repair it from the inside out. Better yet, it stays in the hair even after you rinse, acting like a shield against future damage and reducing friction between strands. When you ferment the rice water, you unlock even more benefits. The fermentation process lowers the water's pH, making it slightly acidic and closer to your hair's natural pH. This helps smooth down and seal the hair's cuticles, which gives you incredible shine and cuts down on frizz. Fermentation also boosts the concentration of antioxidants. Here's how you can do this ancient ritual at home. Just take half a cup of uncooked rice, give it a quick rinse, then add 2 to 3 cups of water. Let it soak for at least 30 minutes. Swirl it and gently knead the rice to help release all the good stuff into the water. Strain the milky white water into a clean jar. You can use it as is, or to really boost its power. Cover the jar and let it sit at room temperature for about 24 to 48 hours to ferment. Once it starts to smell a little sour, it's ready. You can pop it in the fridge to store it. After shampooing and conditioning, pour the rice water over your hair, massaging it into your scalp and all the way down the strands. Let it sit for 20 minutes, then rinse it out with cool water. Second, the golden elixir, tsubaki oil. If rice water is the strengthening foundation, tsubaki oil is the silky protective top coat. Pressed from the seeds of the Camellia japonica flower, this beautiful oil has been a staple for geishas for centuries, used to get that iconic mirror-like shine and softness. Unlike a lot of oils that just sit on top of your hair, tsubaki oil is incredibly rich, over 80% in oleic acid, omega-9. This fatty acid is very similar to the natural oils on our own skin and scalp. This allows it to be a fantastic moisturizer, nourishing the hair and helping to replenish lost moisture. It strengthens the hair to help prevent breakage and smooths the cuticle without weighing hair down, which makes it great even for fine hair. It's also full of antioxidants that help shield hair from environmental damage like UV rays and pollution. Tsubaki oil is super versatile. You can use it as a pre-shampoo treatment. Warm a few drops in your hands and massage it through your scalp and hair an hour before washing to protect it. You can apply a tiny bit to damp hair as a leave-in conditioner and heat protectant. Or you can use it on dry hair to tame frizz, help seal the look of split ends, and add an instant glossy shine. It's a true multitasking guardian for your hair. 4. Pillar. 2. The art of the ritual. Okay, so having the right ingredients is only half the battle. The Japanese approach to hair care really stands out because of its deep appreciation for the process. It's a series of mindful, gentle rituals designed to stop damage before it even starts. This is where taking care of your hair becomes an art form. The ritual begins before the water. Mindful combing. In the West, we usually see brushing as a fight against tangles, especially right after a shower when our hair is wet and super fragile. The Japanese tradition flips that completely. The ritual starts with dry hair, before you even think about turning on the water. The tool isn't just any plastic brush, but often a traditional wooden comb, or tsugegushi. These combs, usually carved from boxwood, are treasured items. Boxwood is dense and naturally a bit oily, so the comb glides through hair with almost no static or snagging, which seriously cuts down on breakage. The technique is just as important as the tool. You start gently at the very ends of your hair, working out any small tangles there first. Then you slowly and carefully work your way up toward the roots. This gentle detangling, done when your hair is dry and at its strongest, prevents all the tearing and stretching that happens when you drag a comb through wet, vulnerable hair. Just this one change in your routine can make a huge difference in reducing breakage over time. The art of the wash, the double cleanse. The idea of double cleansing, which is famous in Japanese skincare, is just as important for hair care. It's not about using more shampoo, but about a smarter, gentler two-step wash. The first shampoo is a quick, surface-level wash. The goal is just to get rid of the daily grime, dust, pollution, and product buildup like hairspray or oils. You use a little bit of a gentle, sulfate-free shampoo, work it through quickly, and rinse. The second shampoo is the real deal, and it's focused entirely on the scalp. Now that the surface stuff is gone, the shampoo can actually get to your scalp and do its job. Using the pads of your fingertips, never your nails, which can scratch your scalp. You gently massage your scalp in circular motions. This not only cleans out the hair follicles, but also gets the blood flowing, which is super important for healthy hair growth. This two-step method gets both your hair and scalp perfectly clean without stripping them of their natural oils. The seal of protection, conditioning, and the cool rinse. In the Japanese routine, conditioning is very deliberate. Conditioner or a mask is applied mostly to the mid-lengths and ends of the hair. That's the oldest part of your hair and where it needs the most moisture. The scalp, which makes its own oil, is usually avoided so you don't get buildup or greasy roots. After letting the conditioner sit for a few minutes, the final step is key: the cool water rinse. Washing with warm water helps open up the hair cuticle so the products can work, but a final rinse with cool water does the exact opposite. It helps seal that cuticle shut. A closed, flat cuticle reflects light way more evenly, which gives you a huge boost in natural shine. It also locks in all the moisture from your conditioner and creates a stronger barrier against damage. It's a simple, free step that gives you a salon-quality finish. The final touch, gentle drying. Finally, the gentleness doesn't stop when the water turns off. You'll almost never see someone aggressively rubbing their hair with a towel in a traditional Japanese routine. That rough motion lifts and wrecks the hair cuticle, creating frizz and weakening the hair. Instead, the practice is to use a soft, absorbent towel to gently squeeze and blot the extra water out. This patient method respects the delicate structure of your hair, protecting that smooth cuticle you just sealed with the cool rinse. 5. Pillar. 3. The foundation of strength. Your scalp is skin. In the search for long, healthy hair, we tend to focus all our energy on the parts we can see, the lengths and ends. We slather on masks and oils, hoping to make them healthier. But the Japanese hair care philosophy teaches us that this is like trying to grow a strong tree by only watering its leaves. True, lasting hair health doesn't start at the ends. It starts at the source, the scalp. In Japan, it's widely understood that the scalp is just an extension of the skin on your face, and it deserves the same careful attention. This is the non-negotiable foundation of their whole approach. A healthy scalp, one that's clean, balanced, and has good circulation, is the fertile ground you need to grow strong, resilient hair. A clogged, inflamed, or dry scalp is going to produce weaker, more brittle hair. It's as simple as that. This focus has led to a core practice in Japanese hair care, the scalp massage. This is way more than just a relaxing moment. It's a real treatment. It's usually done during that second shampoo or with a scalp-focused oil or serum. Using the soft pads of your fingertips, you apply firm but gentle pressure in small circular motions all across your scalp. The benefits here are huge. First, it gives you a much deeper clean, helping to break up and remove stubborn product buildup and oil from your hair follicles so they can breathe. Second, and this is the big one, the massage stimulates circulation, boosting blood flow to your hair's roots. This brings more oxygen and nutrients right to the follicles, which is critical for growing strong, healthy hair. And third, it's a great way to relieve tension and stress. And since stress is a known cause of hair thinning, this is a major win for your hair's health. This scalp-first philosophy is so important that it's even evolved into a professional service called the head spa. A visit to a head spa in Japan is literally like getting a facial for your scalp, with deep cleansing, exfoliation, steam, and custom nutrient-rich masks. While not everyone in modern Japan still follows every ancient ritual, this deep-rooted focus on scalp health continues to influence their approach to hair care. Even without a trip to a head spa, you can adopt the core principle. By adding a dedicated scalp massage to your routine, you're embracing the fundamental belief of Japanese hair care. You have to tend to the roots. So why does Japanese hair seem so incredibly strong? As we've seen, it's not a myth, and it's definitely not magic. It's a beautiful combination of ancient wisdom and mindful daily habits. It's about ditching the quick fix mentality and making a gentle, lifelong commitment to your hair's health. I would love to hear which of these rituals you are most excited to try. Are you going to mix up some fermented rice water or maybe find a beautiful bottle of tsubaki oil? Let me know in the comments below which practice you'll be incorporating first. Your journey inspires others. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the art of Japanese hair care and want to uncover more beauty secrets from around the world, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to a future of stronger, healthier hair for all of us.